first underpass experience.
Oh my God.
I think I gotta go change my shorts, dude. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. Starting this one off a little bit differently. We've got Cummins up to temp, and it's been a nice little ride over here on an absolutely gorgeous day in Pennsylvania. We are going to be doing a first drive on the Cummins, but figured I'd bring you guys along with how we're going to start off our morning today. It's going to be a tough one where we break out our good old friends of the Second Amendment. So we got some kind of makeshift targets here, some Core Lux flooring I put in my house, baseboard trim. What we basically need to do today, which is get the rifles basically to zero. I just recently threw a new optic on my rifle. He's got his bow out here too. It's a nice little backdrop. Something to hold the targets. Are you out of staples? No. Did you not check the staples? I'm especially excited to test out the durability of this trim piece. They say baseboard trim is the toughest stuff that you can buy. So, you know, we'll test that theory. A lot of you guys have been wanting to see a little bit of this angle of my life, so I figured I'd bring you all along. Jake's got his bird gun shotgun out here this morning. He's got his 30-30, and then I brought out my AR-15 that I built. I don't know how much of the actual, let's just say, activity this morning I'll be able to show, just because YouTube tends to not really like the Second Amendment, unfortunately. But hey, it is what it is, and I just want to make sure I'm keeping everybody happy. But this is my Air Precision 16-inch barrel 5.56-223 combination AR-15 that I put together. It's all flat dark earth on the lower, the upper, and then the barrel handguard. Just a simple kind of Magpul accessorization, Magpul grip, Magpul front grip. We've got the Magpul adjustable stock on it. Everything else is pretty much standard, but I did just recently pick up this here. It's the Strike Eagle by Vortex. It's a 1x6, really nice reticle. Also has illumination, so we'll see how this goes this morning. That is a beautiful bow. Got a nice buck with that thing this year too.
Yes, sir.
First buck.
First year archery hunting too.
First year archery hunting.
Yep. Why
you gotta make me look bad? 4 years later and I got a small doe.
Still counts.
I blame it on the spot.
Yeah, that's it. The spot.
What do you shoot at, 40 yards?
That's 50.
50 yards?
Yep. Just don't.
I'm gonna create a pillow top so it doesn't move around too much.
I have a little bit of dog dander, but they'll do plenty.
That's fine. You good?
Yep.
Bang!
High left it looked.
Bang! Bang!
Definitely not a terrible way to start off the morning, without a question of a doubt. We're gonna go grab some food, but let's get into the main content of the vlog today, which is the first drive on the Cummins. Just a few things to note for you guys right now, and then we've actually got an update here at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. It actually has to do with what our plans were for Fire Punk Diesel. Long story short, right now, the setup is on a completely stock tune. So just to recap for anybody that might not have caught the final assembly video and the first start video, I'll link that above if you guys haven't checked it out. This is a dual S400 setup. It's got 250% overs and a 12 mil pump. Still on the stock trans, still on the stock tune. Clear down there, dude?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I've been driving it with Grace, just trying to kind of take it easy. I was advised that the best practice here is to just heat cycle it as many possible times as I can before we decide to throw it up on the dyno, get some proper tuning in the engine, get a trans build, and of course have the trans tuned. But it's been doing pretty good. I mean, it's very hard to drive this thing not go fast, because it feels like when these turbos start to spool, they just want to light. But we have to make sure that we're being extra careful with our brandy spanking new D&J head. I mean, this thing is fresh off the lot, fresh off the lathe. It's got all the firings that are basically getting settled into place. Technically, there's no real formal like break-in period, but heat cycling a brand new setup never hurts whatsoever. So we've got our new push rods, our springs, our valves, our retainers. I mean, everything is new. The head has been fully ported and polished, and we're probably at about 100 miles on the setup right now. It gets up to temperature great. Everything feels phenomenal. No boost leaks that we know of yet. Everything feels very tight, very ready to rock and roll. So when we go out and do our drive, we unfortunately will not be able to like rip into this thing, just because the computer doesn't really know what it has right now. There's really no fuel management. So the computer thinks that it's got its stock injectors, but it's spraying way more fuel than what would be kind of deemed as efficient right now, and you guys will see what I mean. And of course we have the fast 250. Now I've been saying 165 for like the past 3 videos. my bad. I actually didn't remember that I did order, in fact, the 250. So shout out to everyone that kind of corrected me before I kind of realized that. Love you guys. So we're definitely trying to take it super easy on the setup. As I had said, I really only have probably about maybe 75 miles on it at this point in time. Really, this is a great opportunity for all of us to kind of just keep an eye on all the critical components, make sure that there's no boost leaks, no fuel leaks, no loose bolts or anything like that.
Are you lost? What? Why are we?
So I think one of my favorite setups of like having a stack for the first time ever is the fact that this truck actually has a sliding rear window. So I call that like my volume knob. Right now it's closed and it's pretty subtle inside. You can have the windows open and you don't get any, you know, undesirable stenches. But if you have the windows open and you open this window, man, all this air comes right through and it's no good. So if you want to open the rear window, you actually have to close the sides. And then when you open this up, it gets pretty loud pretty quickly. Guys, the sounds this thing makes with the second gen manifold and 2 turbos is pretty outstanding. Sure it's not that semi making all that noise that we just passed? Now wait for third gear converter to lock up real quick. Oh, it just did it right here on the turn. We'll put it up a little bit more. We'll go half volume. Close that thing up for now.
My God, does it sound good outside. Get wide tires, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Almost there. Couple more rotations. Oh, nope. Terrible noises.
Yeah, how's it sound from the outside?
Honestly, absolutely spectacular.
Does it?
10 times better than it sounds inside.
No shoot.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. Right when we get up to that like kind of 2,000 RPM range, the harmony of the turbos singing in sync just changes dramatically. I'll see if I can get a nice shot of the inside for you guys. But I'm really not trying to put it under too much load because I don't want to overstress this stock tune. Probably like 20% throttle. I just am scared to go anything past that just with the amount of kind of like time and money that we have in this thing. I know that bad tuning could result in really bad problems. So yeah, basically this setup, once we have a built transmission and pretty much everything is calibrated and tuned, will easily make over 1,000 horsepower, at least kind of by the numbers if you were to look at it all on paper. But of course, there are variables that could play into that final objective of reaching over 4 digits from a horsepower to the rear wheel perspective. So now I want to talk to you guys real quick about Firepunk. Those of you that have been following this build know that we are going to be meeting with Levon Miller and his team out in Ohio at Firepunk Performance, where they are basically going to get us set up with the tuning for the trans, set up with the tuning for the motor, throw this thing on the dyno, and they're going to build the transmission. Now our intent was to actually get out there this week, but right now with all the craziness going on in the world, we're really not able to do all that much, and we really don't want to kind of put ourselves in harm's way. Hopefully it's sooner than later, and that's really where I'm going to leave it because I really don't even know. So basically until we get out there, I'm going to kind of just keep putzing this thing around town, going to continue to monitor all the fluids and just make sure everything is pretty much sound, ready to rock and roll for our day out at Firepunk. So the plan is we're going to get out there and spend about 3 days on site. We're going to do an awesome collaboration and we will be covering this truck from pretty much where it is right now and call it kind of like a disabled sense to fully functioning and very athletic. So I wanted to kind of take the last part of this video, again, not to harp on this because hopefully you guys are coming to YouTube and you're not hearing much about the coronavirus, but I want to talk about it in the context of kind of how it might have implications as to what we do here on this YouTube channel, because I like to film a lot of my videos, I think it goes without saying, out and about. Kind of gotten away from making all my videos specifically in one location, as I like to bring more compelling and interesting content and more activity to all of you. But with this situation, situation, I don't really know what the deal is, because in accordance to that article that I just brought up, we have to be grounded until April 6th. So I don't necessarily want to make light of a serious situation, as I do believe that there is danger associated with kind of this coronavirus thing. So all I ask of all of that is just kind of hang tight with us, hang tight, and this too shall pass kind of a deal. So last kind of current event here on the vlog is Dream Diesel giveaway number 9, which is the Denali and 10 grand cash. That giveaway ended March 29th. And right now all the entries are with the sweepstakes agency, and we're basically just waiting to hear back if it's you that's going to be taking that truck home. We do have Dream Diesel giveaway number 10 coming up, but we'll probably wait until some of this craziness kind of passes to get back into that. It's just a question of which truck is it going to be. With regard to the winner, if they're from far away, we're gonna have to kind of figure that out. Hopefully by then things are back to normal. My glass half full approach says possibly, but then again, the realist in me says that every single day has brought something further away from getting back to normal. So anyway, we'll play that by ear. I'll keep you all posted, and we will make arrangements no matter what to get you that truck if you're the winner. So that's where I'm gonna end this video. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Hang tight over the next few weeks. We're all gonna get through this together. I love you guys. Stay safe, wash your hands, practice safe sanitation techniques and everything like that. So that way we can all get out of this together and get right back into all the awesome stuff that life has to offer. So my likely goal, if you guys do what you do best, tap that subscribe button on your way out if you haven't already, and I'll see y'all in the next upload.